Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go and over some coins real brief. Quant, Gala, and another coin called Morpheus. There's actually a little bit of education, a little bit of learning that's going to go in here. I'm going to show you something. It's related to Morpheus and actually Gala and then Quant. Now, one thing I wanted to say is that last video I was talking about how I was watching George's video. You know what his followers are doing now too, guys? Some of you probably know this, but they were asking about Casper, right? Casper, and I know why they were asking about Casper. They started asking questions. I was like, I know why they're asking questions about Casper. Green candles, big green candle. Probably, you know what's going to be up next? Luxo. Watch. Soon his followers are going to be asking about Luxo. So here's the thing, man. They were asking about Quant. They're like, oh, what about Quant? So, like George goes over there and they were asking about Quant when it was at $225. He's like, oh, look, guys, it's at a peak, now it's down to 183. Well, Georgie doesn't know about technical analysis at all. So he's like, he doesn't understand it or doesn't care about understanding. The guy's probably already wealthy. He's building houses like, probably next to freaking guy, I don't know, from Amazon or something like that. I seen like a video pop up, a little thumbnail. So he's already made all his money. He don't care really, about, buying bottoms and tops and stuff like that, right? Or selling tops, buying bottoms, selling tops. But the facts remain is that Quant is just, it's in a correction, guys. It's not unreasonable to think that Quant just blasted up and it's going to do a correction. And is Quant going to finish this off? Oh, yeah, I think so. Because right in this area, see, the next one is going to be this trend. You see this trend? Look, right on top. Boom, boom. Finished it, came back below the trend. Second wave correction went right underneath the trend and over it, down, boom. Look, right along that trend, boom, boom, boom. So this is the next area, in my opinion. So it's like 300, 350, $400 areas. Just let Quant correct. Corrections are the time you start. They're good to have corrections like this because you can re-enter, reposition, and things. It's an opportunity to take a look at that. Not only do you get like, okay, Quant's bullish, you're saying it's bullish. When you see the correction, you get more data on that. So like example, I made a previous video about near protocol, you see it go up and you see the correction, you get just as much data, even more data on a correction than you do in the bullish sequence, in my opinion, to reposition yourself. So, okay, that's what put that information about Quant. Now, I'm going to go ahead and update Gala. Okay, guys, look, Gala is very simple. It's very simple. So let me go through this whole chart with you guys. You see this is a blast off on Gala. It did a minor correction and it did a blast off here. Okay, but see, one thing with Gala is that this RSI on the weekly is lower than this one. So this is more than likely it's a diagonal, guys. So you have a massive first wave and down in the third, and it's coming over here and it's going to do another wave. This is going to be the weakest wave more than likely in Gala. Okay, so there's a structure in these diagonal patterns that happens in cryptocurrencies and it happens in traditional markets too. Not often, but they do happen where you have a blast on a wave one, right? Okay, and then it's going to break like so, and then you have a wave two correction, and then another blast on a wave three, and you got a wave four. Usually, where does it go? Top of wave one, and then you got a blast on a five. Okay, and they make this shape. They make this shape like this. Okay, this is the shape that they make, just like so. It's like a a flag looking shape. Okay, and then it corrects that whole thing, and that's what I think is Gala's doing. So I let you guys know right here, like this is the area that you have some really good opportunities coming up with Gala. So when you see it on top, like this area, 0.0316 or 0.0308, okay, more than likely Gala's going to come down here and bounce off of that, okay? And then the other thing is too, is that it has another opportunity to do another bounce. So it might go through there and bounce off that, or you can set up stop losses in this area. This whole area right here, guys, this is the area you'll be checking out, okay? I'm going to show you an example why this can work. This can work, okay? You just get a position, okay, in Gala. I'm going to watch it to think. I'm like, okay, you got to look at the overall picture of the rest of the markets. What is it doing? Did Bitcoin just set itself up to go, do this move where you think it's going to do a massive drop, possibly? Then obviously, like, wait a second, maybe Gala is going to dump, as an example. So, in this area. Now, here's the reason why I'm going to say this, okay? I can show you guys. There's another coin user, a follower on Twitter. So I'm over here on Twitter. Let's let you guys know. I think there's a really good chance because I went over with like listening to George followers on Casper and then now Quant. You know, that guy over there, he has an army of people that are ready to FOMO. They're ready to FOMO. You know, once George says, "Oh yeah, the bottom's in," these guys are just going to probably go nuts. They're going to FOMO all over everything. You know, they're going to be FOMOing everywhere. So that's why I still have that right there. That it's probably going to be coming. Inkling of bullishness probably be coming. But there's a follower that went over or asked me to do a check on Morpheus Network. Never heard of it. I never heard of it. So I was like, let me take a look at this, you know, because you always find opportunities. But here's the thing, guys. You know, this right here, you know, it's already up 300, 400%. It blasted out of there. Okay. But let's relate this to Gala. I'm going to show you something. This move right here, this is a 5-wave sequence. So you see the RSI peak on the weekly. That's the highest right there. Came down, corrected, blasted back up, gave yourself your bearish divergence. It did a correction. Okay. Now there's a couple things. A lot of people talk in the cryptocurrency cryptoverse, if you will, about Elliott waves and the waves that they make. And like, oh, Greg, you know, fourth waves, they don't go deep in cryptocurrencies. Well, here you go. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see the 2 was shallow and the 4 was deep. So the fourth waves do go deep. They do go deep, guys. All the time. So here's the other thing I want to let you guys know about this coin. Look where it went to. Boom. 0.28. 0.28. 28 cents. Where did it land? You see that? Boom. Top of wave 1. That was your opportunity right there. Right there. They go on top of the wave ones, and what do they like to do? Boom. And you see that right there. So let's go back to Gala. Just wait for it on top of this wave or this wave over here. That one, this one, this one. This one, it could even be better right here. It might go through there, so I'll move this down a little bit. You see? Like, you see that right there? On top of those and on top of that. And it kind of, Gala more likely is going to come right down in there, in that area, and I would wait for that reaction. It could really, boom, just pop out of there. Kind of like this one. Okay, now what's the difference between this one and Gala? The difference between this one and Gala is this is probably a low cap coin, and it had took less money to make it pop like this. Gala might be a little bit different. It might struggle out there a little bit more just because it's probably a much higher cap coin than Morpheus Network, as an example, and it might not do that. So just to let you guys know that this right here is bullish. Now, I looked at this wave, and it's probably not done. You know, it's probably wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably going to wander its way up here. Wait for a correction on this coin if you want to take a correction right here. It looks like it has pretty shallow corrections. It just might be some sort of bullish nature behind it. I'm not sure why. I haven't looked into the fundamentals or anything like that. I really saw this coin. I want to show you guys an example why you might have a good opportunity if you're in Gala. Okay, just because I wanted to show you this example between this one landing on top of that wave and how it does work a lot of times. Gala is coming up. I made a previous video about that. It's coming up. It could be bouncing right off here, and it could really, bam, out of there real good. All right, guys. Other than that, there's not much to say about this. This is obviously not the time to be entering in Morpheus. It's gone up 300, 400%. Wait for a correction, see what it does. You get more information, and then, go play with other coins that, aren't doing this right now. Like the ones that are down here. You get into those. This one, you just let it ride. And then, on a later date, you get into this one and then ride the next wave up. But it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here a little bit, correct back down, and then you can ride that wave up. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.